Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Ocean Keeper. Well, we have progressed a little bit further. We've gone ahead and we have upgraded our mech once more. We now not just have a missile launcher and a shield, but a mine launcher as well, which I'm rather happy with. So we've got that at the moment. We've also upgraded for the resource module. Not entirely sure what that'll do, but we will find out. We've also picked up the enemies indicator, as that would be rather nice to have. And as for ourselves, we've gone ahead and we have, we have these. Nothing too crazy, just some decent benefits. We also have I think we chucked in a point into our bomb reload speed. But either way, we still have a black box to find. I don't know where it is, so we're going to go ahead and dive on down. Where it is, I do not know, but we may as well go ahead and get started nonetheless. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive on down. Let's go ahead and start with a little bit of destruction. That could never go wrong. And then, we'll go ahead and go for our traditional opening moves of increasing our drilling capabilities. Alright, from there, we'll go ahead and I suppose we may as well pick up what we already know exists. We'll dig out to the sides just a little bit. Hopefully we can find something fairly near the surface, but if not, oh well. We'll pick up one of the slightly more advanced elements just in case, but I think we should be fairly good. You know, let's go ahead and cut back through. Yeah, not exactly the best. Could be worse though. Yeah, alright, well that'll have to do. Let's go ahead and get back into our mech. We do have people coming our way. Alright, so now we've got our little indicator. That is remarkably helpful. That should show us where the enemies are coming from. We are using our golden machine guns, so we do get some extra meta currency just to speed up our progress, as we did have to do that soft reset, which is kind of a little bit annoying. Losing all of our progress, but not the experience. It's a little bit of an annoyance, but it is what it is. But either way, we're still making pretty decent use of things. So we'll go ahead and it looks like we can clear out all of this. Can we go ahead and, let's just go ahead and hit both of them. Come on, anytime we're willing to get there would be a good time. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to pick up... Yeah, let's go with an early reload speed there. I think that'll be fine. Oh, actually, you know what we should have done? Instead of wiping off 10 seconds, which honestly doesn't do too much in this early bit with such short waves, we should have gone for carrying capacity. But it is what it is. That is the 7 blue that we will need though, so I guess it's not that bad. We should have enough for the upgrade. And again... yeah, not picking up that yellow just so we don't deal with any excess dangers. Alright, so here we are. We've got the 7. Let's go ahead and pick up the carry capacity. That'll be fine. And now let's go ahead and deal with what lies ahead. Hopefully the range is good enough. Let's go ahead and pop that shield. If necessary, we can always destroy a few things. You know what? A little bit of damage isn't really the end of the world. Alright. Oh, and apparently we did not quite put one of those through. Alright. Either way, let's see if we can drill this down. And oh, fantastic news. We already have ourselves a new artifact. Yes. Oh, then that was one of the other things we upgraded as well. We have picked up a new space for another one, so that should be good. What do we call it? One of those auto weapons. So we should have room for that. In fact, what we may try and do, you know, if I feel like we could pick that up on the way out. Let's see if we can dig our way down, and if we can find a green gem, that would be particularly nice. Oh, and you know what? Speaking of which, there is already one of them. That should be everything we need for another nice little power boost with our what do we call it? Drilling capacity. For our drill upgrades. Alright, now we're not going to quite pick up the other one just yet. We'll go ahead and land up here first. You know what? We're not going to have enough, so let's go ahead and pick up a weapon upgrade. Let's go with some rapid fire. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll go ahead and we'll launch a missile. Let's go ahead and use our shield bubble. Let's put some enemies on our other one side. And I think... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and pick up a new mine. That might be the... Oh, wait. Oh, actually, we have a new terminal. And a whole heap of extra things. You know what? This mistake probably just turned into a much better decision than I thought. Alright, let's just drop 2 of them for now. We'll carry all of these up. Yeah, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's read what's on this terminal. Okay, so I think we've seen this one in our other runs, but we'll try it for those of you who've missed it. Dear Diary, today they sent us home again. Dad says it's because the ocean is sick. They showed huge machines being lowered into the water on TV. My teacher said they would help heal the planet. Yesterday I saw strange lights in the ocean. Mum won't let me walk near the beach. She says the water has become dangerous. Jimmy from next door said his brother saw a glowing fish the size of a bus. I don't believe him, but... P.S. We are moving out tomorrow. Mum cries when she thinks I'm not looking. I hid my favourite doll. Maybe when everything gets better, I'll come back for her. Alright, well, sad story for her, but it's... Yeah, can't do much about that. Let's go ahead and quickly zip over back to this other mine so we can pick up that artifact. I can't believe I completely forgot that so quickly. That is particularly bad. But oh well, it is what it is. At least we haven't left it entirely behind, so that's the main thing. Let's go ahead and drop this down here. Alright, we still needed a couple more blues for us to get what we were after. We'll go ahead and select the extra green. We'll collect that too. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just grab everything else on the way out. Yeah, and then that should be enough. This does slow us down, but it should be good. Alright, what have we got? A sniper rifle or artillery and a jamming missile launcher. I think we'll try out the artillery. Although, hang on a second. It's got pretty good penetration and really far range. Maybe we go for the sniper rifle. Yeah, the reload time's not exactly amazing, but we could put on some pretty solid damage when we're kiting. So, yeah, maybe that's what we go for. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we can do. Let's get that shield up and running, because that looks painful. Let's drop a mine. That's not great, but it could be worse. We took only a little bit of damage. Alright, and I guess we're just going to go ahead and make our way to a new mine. That's just going to be the thing that we deal with. Come on. Let's just get rid of that big guy there. We should be fine once we get rid of that. Yeah, alright, we are all good. Alright then. And it looks like we can also drop a new one of those. Let's go ahead and pick up the mine upgrade, the mining upgrade. That is what we wanted. Oh, and you know what? That is kind of fantastic. We should be able to collect most of that. And then, who knows, maybe we might be able to pick up a second mining upgrade nice and quickly. But just since we're already going down in that direction, we might as well mine those other blocks. And what have we got? An electro rifle, a mine pack, or artillery? I think we go for the electro rifle. That's probably a slightly better choice. Yeah, shoots. I know that's got an area of effect. We can upgrade the damage pretty well. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that electro rifle. And slowing down our enemies isn't exactly the worst plan we've ever had. Could give us some decent advantage. Alright, so we've got all of those. Let's just double check. No, nothing is hidden off to the side. Let's go ahead and collect you as well, my little blue friend. And then, oh, you know what? We can probably pick up another upgrade. Let's go ahead and You know, we need a speed boost. We've got 8, 3, and 4. Let's check in on our bomb. We can probably go better reload speed or extra power. Hang on a second. Let's just double check. We've got 23 seconds left. Okay, we'll go for this one first. Yeah, there we go. Get that cooldown running sooner than later. Alright, looks like we're hitting more. That's good. Oh, come on. There we have it. Alright, 12 more seconds. That's not too bad. And then, oh, you know what? We need to go. We don't have time to mine that last brick. Yeah, we already don't have enough time as it is. Alright, wave 5. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Let's go ahead and fire off that missile. Let's go ahead and clear out some of these enemies. You know what? I feel like we haven't picked up another weapon upgrade. Yeah, we should fix that. Let's go ahead and boost up our DPS. Yeah, each damage for each shot should be fine. Yeah, make sure that we have a clear path forwards. Alright, and then I guess, oh, you know, we'll clear you out of the way. Anybody else popping around? No, it looks like we're able to slow them down sufficiently with our little shock rifle. Electro rifle, so we'll go ahead and leave that there. We'll go ahead and dive back down again. And I think that'll be fine. We might be able to clear out this other side here. Maybe make a path between the two. That wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, alright, so that's not bad. We'll go ahead and collect all of that. Let's see, can we connect over here? We can. I think that's about as slow as we can go though, so let's just head back over here. Yeah, that's an annoying little spot to get some of our loot tagged and tethered to, but it is what it is. What do we need? We need 8 and 5. What else could we do? No, we could boost up our damage there. We could also boost up our explosive... Oh, cooldown time already. Yeah, you know what? That is really good. Boosting that even further is going to be quite nice. And it looks like we've found ourselves a good amount of green... what do we call it? Green material, which is just what we wanted. Alright, and you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll leave that there. That bomb can detonate. We'll clear out the rest. I think that's not too bad. And in fact, we could even... I think we might even be able to afford a power increase. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have the right amount. We've got 15 seconds left. I don't think we'll make it all the way down, but if we can find anything near the top here, we'll go ahead and collect on that. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And then, yeah, we'll take that. Alright, so... let's go ahead and fire off our missile. Let's go ahead and deal with some of these. We'll drop this. We'll try and bring everybody else on the other side through that mine. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job of clearing that. We've now got some ranged enemies trying to attack us. That is not too cool, but it is what it is. That should be a... Well, you know what? It's working, so I suppose it'll have to do. Oh, you know what? I feel like we haven't used our shield properly. That might have been a bit of a mistake at some point. Yeah, oh well. It is what it is. Can't do much about it now. We'll go ahead and we'll drop that down there. We'll see what else we can collect. Come on. Any more blue? I think that's going to be about everything, so... you know what, we missed one, but you know what, I don't think it's necessarily worth it. We'll quickly drop these off, try and collect some more of those greens, because that way we can at least heal up our mech. And then I think that's going to be all for this mine. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and collect you as well, and that will have to be good enough, I think. Yeah, we've mostly cleared it out. There's no real point in sticking around. Anything more is just a... well, it's just a waste of time and resources. Alright, let's see if we can get over here and drop a mine in there. That should at least speed up the process. And we can get that on cooldown. So let's go ahead and drop that straight away. Alright, nothing too bad. Alright, and there we are. That seems to be all of this. What else do we want now? We can go for that drill force, and I think we'll take it. That's a hard one to get. And then let's go ahead and boost up our total damage as well. Yeah, and let's see, 7 and 1. We could also go for some slightly better accuracy. Either that or maybe, what do we want? Increase some damage. We could also go ahead and do some damage here. I think, given how fast we fire the electro rifle over the sniper rifle, let's go for the damage increase on that. That should at least, yeah, that should at least buy us a little bit of extra, yeah, a better output. But either way, there we go. Then here we are, back up to wave 7. Let's see what's coming our way. Let's drop off their mine. Let's drop off all of that. Let's see if we can get all of our enemies onto a single side. If necessary, we'll go ahead and shield on up as we're dealing with all of these ranged units. Yeah, we kind of want to make sure that we take them down. Oh. Alright, let's go for a repair there. Looks like they're definitely doubling down on ranged. Ooh. That's not too helpful. Alright, we'll leave the rest. Yeah. Okay, not exactly the best, but it could be a lot worse. Let's go ahead and just drop this down here. Hopefully we can find something good. Alright, another relic. That should at least be helpful. We'll go ahead and clear out all of those. Alright, there we have it. That should be fine. Let's see, maybe a weapon upgrade? That wouldn't be bad. Oh, okay, so explosive bullets, ricochet bullets, or frost bullets? Well, explosive isn't bad. I don't mind the idea of slowing down our enemies, but I think maybe we go for the ricochet. So if we're trying to force our way through, although, you know what, explosive could also be handy. You know, let's try out the ricochet bullets. We've never played around with those before, so I suppose it's time for testing new things. What else is there to take? I suppose let's go ahead and pick up that rate of fire as well. That should be rather handy. Hopefully that will pay off. Alright, let's see. What have we got? Anything more? Got a few advanced ones here. Yeah, okay. We're definitely traveling a little slow. Let's drop off 2 of these things. We'll drop the mine back down there. Yeah, look at that. All of that extra little meta currency. That's good. And it looks like one of the ones we dropped just fell right below us. So that's probably where we're going to see about clearing up the area of first. Yeah, I think that's going to be about all we can do. Let's go ahead and get back before the wave spawns. Or at least that would be the plan. Alrighty-o. Well, let's have a bit of a look. What have we got? 11 and 4. Can't quite afford the next damage increase. We could pick up some bonus ricochet, although the damage is... from 20, minus 25 to 17. That goes up, this comes down. Maybe this is like a... percentage? I don't know. Not 100% sure how that works. It just seems to add 1 onto each, but again, I don't really know what we're doing there. Do we go for accuracy? That'll leave us with 6 left over. I don't know if that's necessarily the best. Maybe we go for, what do we go for? Could go for the electro rifle. Go ahead and spend a few more points here. We could go bring that up to do some bigger splash radius, bigger damage. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe that's how we do it. Let's go ahead and boost those. Alright, let's drop a mine. Let's go ahead and quickly deal with some of these guys ahead of us. Oh, and it looks like some of them are more like artillery too. Oh, let's go ahead and shield. Let's deal with these guys. We want to make sure that this path stays clear, so we're going to stay away from whatever's bombarding us from above. If we have to keep on running away, we just have to do what we must. We don't have the strength to deal with whatever's in front of us right now. Oh, we have a mine. We can drop that back there. Yeah, actually, you know what? That sniper rifle's doing absolute work. That's really good. I did not realize just how good it was when we ran and we let that thing do its thing. Alright, well, you know, we'll take it. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Anything else? I suppose we'll try and make our way back up just so we have a couple of paths forward. Let's see. Anything else? What have we got? 1, 2, 3. Another 8. We need at least 3 more if we want to pick up a carry, is it a carry limit kind of thing? I don't know if that's going to be the best thing for us, though. You know, it probably can't be a bad choice, though. Not at this stage. We have been dealing with what we've had for a while. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll drop that back down there as we go. Again, may not have the optimal blast radius, but it should still be fairly decent at opening up some more of the map. Yeah, and there we go. Anything that's closer to the mech is a good thing. So we'll go ahead and use all of this. What else have we got? Anything else that's noteworthy? Oh, actually, you know, we only have 6 seconds. We should probably be making our way back into our mech. Alright, so that should be enough for a bit more of an upgrade. What are we going to choose? Can't do this, we don't have the advanced stuff. We could go ahead and reduce our spread and increase our rotation speed, and I think that that's ideal. Anything else we can spend 5 more points on? We could decrease the reload speed, which wouldn't be terrible. We could also go ahead and shots per reload. Yeah. Or maybe just the damage, you know? Let's go for the ammo stack. Make sure that we don't have to reload as frequently. That's probably a decent choice. Alright. Let's go ahead and fire off. We'll go ahead and try and kite everything down one direction. Again, we want to be kind of keeping on the move, I think. Alright, let's see if we can face the large swaths of enemies. Alright, let's drop a mine back there. Looks like we're clearing that out fairly comfortably. I think we might actually be in a good position here. Yeah, that sniper rifle is doing amazing work for us as we bring everybody through those little areas. Yeah, those choke points are absolutely brutal to the enemies. That's fantastic news for us, though. Alright, let's go ahead and get this explosive detonating. That is something we need. Let's see. Alright, so we've got a few options up over here. Let's see, can we just dig our way the entire way back up? Yes, okay, so that's going to be a slightly faster path for us. We'll go ahead and we'll break this as we go, just so we're not interacting with anything too much on the way up next time. Alright, and now let's hit the gas and speed on down. Come on, alright, let's see, a few more yellows probably isn't the worst. Oh, you know what, we can go ahead and blow things open even further. That'll do. Let's drop that there. And then let's go ahead and make our way back up to the top. Yeah, we're just bogged down by our carry limit. Yeah, this is one of those things that we do want to spend some of our meta progression on those basic skills for us as a diver. Just makes our life so much easier to be able to traverse all of these things. But either way, it is what it is. You can't do much about it. Oh, and we're dealing with the boss already. Right, I did completely forget. Okay, well, one thing we do know that we need is some faster movement. We're going to get absolutely cooked. Let's go ahead and pick up the speed boost. And then... we've got 8 points left over. Do we maybe go for a bit of a heal? No, I think that's not the worst idea. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Alright, and Crabby Boy is all the way down there. Oh, and yeah, okay. Well, turns out we are not strong enough to deal with that yet, but that's okay. We did a pretty good job. We have earned ourselves a great deal of currency, so that's going to be good. Yes, I know we need to get the black box back intact, but unfortunately can only do so if we have the strength to fight off the enemies. So either way, let's go ahead and we're going to increase our reload speed for our bomb. We'll also go ahead and increase our drill force. Let's also go with a speed boost. We're noticing that we're getting a little bit slower there. And then, do we go with a carry capacity for our final thing, or do we go for a mech upgrade? Slightly off being able to get an extra relic space. As for upgrades, we could go for a speed boost. Huh. Yeah, maybe that's not the worst idea. Get from each place a little bit sooner. Yeah, and if we've already got enough, strength to make it through to the boss, maybe, yeah, maybe now is the time where we want to invest a little bit more heavily in our speed boost. Yeah, alright, and so that is pretty good, I dare say. We've got 111 left over, but unfortunately I don't think that that is remotely close to any upgrades that we could ask for. So I guess that's where we're going to leave things for today. So if you do want to see more of Ocean Keeper, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.